Welcome to the final video of our series, Trip Tips from 2.
This video will be about the New York Hall of Science.
The New York Hall of Science presents 450 exhibits, demonstrations, workshops, and hands-on activities that explain science and math.
It offers curricula and resources for classrooms and studies on how technology affects how we learn.
A visit to the museum is an energetic educational experience for students to indulge their curiosity and nurture their creativity.
Students can visit for an admission fee of $13.
The museum offers a map with outlines of the galleries in each level.
Woo! On the upper level, there is a theater that plays 3D films. On the street level, there is a rocket park mini golf for students to enjoy. The lower level offers dining areas.
Upon entering the museum, students can first experiment with colors.
This experiment reveals that white light contains all colors of the rainbow. Each colored filter blocks or partially blocks some of these colors.
This is why you can only see specific colors. The prism spreads out rainbow colors that passes through the filter.
As students move from pipe to pipe, they can hear that as the length of the pipe increases, the sound waves travel farther because the trip to the end of the pipe and back takes longer.
It is interesting that if the surroundings were completely silent, there would be no sound coming out at all.
The most prevalent feature of the museum is the intriguing optical illusions.
In order to see something, your eyes have to communicate with your brain to help make sense of what you are perceiving. Sometimes the brain gets it wrong.
This results in an optical illusion, where you think you see something that turns out to be completely different than you originally thought.
This is an example of an optical illusion. When you cover one eye and move from left to right, your brain tricks you into seeing the mask on the right moving, watching you.
However, when you walk up and take a closer look with both of your eyes, you can see that in reality, the mask on the right is simply concave.
What an interesting case of depth perception.
This is another instance of an illusion. It appears that the person standing to the right of the room is much larger in height and size than the person standing to the left of the room.
However, this is not the case. In actuality, the room is slanted upwards such that at the right end of the room, the distance between the ceiling and the floor is much less than the distance between the ceiling and the floor at the left end of the room.
This is a simple setup with a square plate and sand sprinkled lightly on top. A student would hold the bowl vertically and stroke downward in the middle of one side of the square plate.
As you can see, the sand grains will bounce around to form a specific pattern. Patterns may change if the student strokes the bow at a different place along the edge.
What the student is actually seeing is the normally invisible vibrations of the plate. The vibration causes the ringing sound and makes the sand grains bounce around.
The sand then collects in areas where the plate is not really vibrating.
In addition to explaining science, the museum also includes mathematical exhibits.
Although it looks like the balls are falling in random slots, there is actually a specific probability for where each ball will land.
The location of the little black pegs presents a 50-50 situation such that the entire board will present hundreds of differing paths.
Students can also explore aspects of space. For instance, this exhibit captures a part of Mars, from the rocks there to the rovers roaming the planet.
Here, students can even examine a sample of a Mars rock close-up. This meteorite came directly from Mars.
Hope you enjoyed our last video about the Hall of Science.
Thanks for staying with the Kelly and Chloe show.